must know. I am trying to get this Ash Guardian spelled. Now let me concentrate. So,
Let me know if you see anything you like. Damn that man. He's being totally unreasonable. I probably have some potions around here that might interest you. Fetcher told me to fix his house. If I don't, he'll find a new mycologist who will. Decades of loyal service, and he'd just throw me out like yesterday's breakfast. 3 taproots soaked in the headwaters of the Harstrad River. I'm an old woman. I can't possibly make that trip. It's way too dangerous. If you get some taproots, I'll pay you to dip them in the headwaters and bring them to me. It's special to the Spriggans. They seem to like to gather there. Something about the waters attracts them. There are bound to be some there, so be careful. Where do you think? You have to cut it out of a Spriggan, although sometimes you can buy them from alchemists. Every type of fungus. I am his mycologist. He may have grown Tel Mithryn by himself, but I nurture it. Mushrooms and fungi are my life's work. When I saw Tel Mithryn, I knew I had to be here. I've learned so much since then. Me? No. That's Master Neloth's doing. I wasn't even born then. It's Telvanni magic at its best. He brought the cuttings with him from Morrowind, and used sorcery to grow them. Yes, that was a lifetime ago. I was just a young girl when Red Mountain erupted. Master Neloth was already old. My mother put me on a boat to Skyrim. The last time I ever saw her, she was standing on the dock as my ship sailed away. Mafala cloak you.
The lab is too small. Also, I need the ashy soil. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at the moment.
It's on your head if something goes wrong. Just let me get back inside first.
Oh, Ash Guardian. Maybe the book has something.
You again? Didn't I see you in Raven Rock? This is a Telvanni tower. It's my citadel, grown from the spores of the giant fungus trees found in Morrowind. Back in the homeland, there are other Telvanni wizards that have them as well. The Telvanni are the master wizards of Morrowind. The greatest of us grow magical towers like this one from the mighty fungus trees. Together we form House Telvanni, one of the great houses of Morrowind. The great houses rule what is left of our once proud nation. I am likely the greatest wizard you will ever meet. Who else do you think could create a staff enchanter? If you make yourself useful around here, I might just let you use it. Do you have a death wish? It's as if Tel Mithryn is... Mostly staffs. They're my specialty. I don't know, but I mean to find out. I still have some research to do before I'll know anything for certain. I do have a new spell I'm working on. I hope to be able to conjure ash spawn. If I could get a sample of ash from an ash spawn, that would be quite useful. I've made this special tool that will extract... Well, you don't need to know the details. Just go harvest a sample. Of course, the creature will have to be dead first, but I trust that's something you can bring about. Now, where did I put... Oh, yeah. I'm still waiting for that ash sample from an ash spawn.
You've got to help me. I conjured an Ash Guardian, and now it's running amok. Thank you. I was hoping you would. Hurry. I'll keep Master Neloth distracted.
We don't...
Is someone there?
Mm-hmm.
Is it done? Is the Ash Guardian gone? What a relief. Master Neloth surely would have punished me had he found out. I can't pay you, but I could teach you the Ash Guardian spell. Although, maybe that doesn't sound like a good idea to you after this. I do have a staff I could give you instead, if you think the Ash Guardian spell is too risky. All right. But remember, don't cast this without a Heartstone. otherwise the Guardian will attack everyone, including you. Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago. That's right. Don't be like me and have to learn the hard way. Here's the spell tome and a heartstone so you can try it safely. Oh, it turns out that the spell requires a heartstone to cast properly. I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a heartstone, it attacks anything in sight. Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago. This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. Well, he is a very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. Until next time.
Did you fill those soul cans like I asked you?
Good day, friend. Keeping with... Yes, but don't tell Master Neloth. I'd have to give him your payment. Until next time.
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before. This is Dusty. I personally trained her from a larva. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in traveling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here. We get by trading odds and ends with the locals. I've decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now. Take a look. What would you like to know? The blast from the volcano wiped most of them out. Found Dusty in a small cave on Vardenfell. Silt Strider cocoons are pretty tough. mostly for transporting goods and people. They were pretty commonplace in Morrowind, but that was ages ago. A silt-strided carapace is so strong it can withstand the harshest of weather. Even the legendary sandstorms of Vardenfell's Molag Armor region was said to barely make a dent in them. Of course, that's rash now. All right. Yes, sirrah.
Have you seen Verona? I'm hungry. Well, find her. Tell her I want apple cabbage stew with some canis root tea. What? Make my own tea? I am a master wizard of the house Telvanni. Other people make tea for me. Obviously not, or you would have a cup of tea in your hands. I suppose you want to be asked nicely. Very well. Please, O hero of Skyrim, please find Verona. I shall be ever so grateful. Well done. Here are some septums for your troubles. If you come back in a day or two, I should have the spell worked out. You can buy it from Talvis. Mostly staffs. They're my specialty. I could. It wouldn't do to have you become better than me, after all. I don't know, but I mean to find out. I still have some research to do before I'll know anything for certain. Now, where did I put... Oh, yeah.
Good day, friend. Keeping well? I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. hearts. Master Neloth believes they may... Not recently. Neloth keeps me very busy with spell research. Ask Alenia. She and Verona seem to be quite friendly. This is Master Neloth's tower. You've never heard of the House Tel... Master Neloth is one of... Not so much... I am Master Neloth. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his... Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. I'd better get going.
I don't care if he's a master wizard. He can't treat me like this. She left for Raven Rock hours ago. She promised to bring me back some fresh blisterwort. I probably have some potions around here that might... Mafala cloak you.
Have you found Verona yet? I could really use some tea. Dead? Well, that's annoying. How did she die? There are more and more of those things showing up around here lately. Oh, I suppose you'll have to find me a new steward. Try Raven Rock. They are in awe of me there. I'm sure almost anyone would be willing to serve me. Excellent question. Once word gets out, there will be a lot of people to choose from. Someone with a brilliant mind and a robust physique that is blindly obedient would be ideal. Oh, and they need to know how to brew tea. Ulves always waters it down. I'm running low on heartstones. If you have any with you, I'll buy one. Otherwise, I can tell you where you might find one. Excellent. I'll take it. I might have a few... don't take too long finding me a
Find
steward.
a new steward for us quickly. Master Neloth is making me do all her work.
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit. The idle mind sleeps heads.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Glover Mallory is a wonder with the old hammer and anvil. He mended me armor like an old pro.
I hope Gelders proved useful. Have you made any progress? Telesu, are you sure? So Gelders' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Be careful. If the Severans have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
Come on, if you're looking.
There's nothing beyond the boulder, except wild Nords and ashwoods.
Watch it, Talisu. I think we might have
Careful,
a visitor.
Miri. Someone's in here with us.
For House for Ula.
lost.
Did you find any evidence? Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Redoran Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. I'm perfectly content with my current position. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in. Unlike his son Villa, when Valen died, his family provided the fund. The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested.
Traveling beyond the bulwark will be much safer as a result of your victory at Fort Frostmoth. Many thanks. Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to act. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway. Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skarl village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithryn to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this. You've never heard of House Redoran? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the Council, the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Redoran. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory. Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. My doors are open if you wish to discuss
What are you
matters
gawking
involving
at,
Raven Rock.
Outlander? I can't believe if it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging our houses out from beneath the ash.
Why? Never seen a Redoran guard before?
Damn that man. He's being totally unreasonable. Where do you think? You have... Although sometimes you can buy them from alchemists. I am his... I don't care if he's a master wizard. He can't treat me like this. Azora like your steps.